Last month, the New Zealand government announced their plan for a staged reopening of the New Zealand borders to all travellers. Some requirements will still be in place, such as self-isolation for 7 days, even post 30th of April 2022. Another one of the requirements is to meet the Covid-19 vaccination requirements, and this is what this video is all about. So let's get started with the Covid-19 vaccination requirement. Here is what the New Zealand government requires you to have done in order to be enter New Zealand. First up, you have to have a full course of any of the Covid-19 vaccines that have been approved by a government health authority or approval authority. And you have had to have at least the last dose at least 14 days before you depart New Zealand. A full course of some of the approved vaccine is only 1 dose. You can also have a combination of different vaccines if that combination has been an approved course in the country you received them. Each of the vaccines must be on the list of the approved vaccines. Alright, so now they also have published the list of the 28 vaccines which are approved in New Zealand, and I'm going to cover all of them right now with you guys. There is also going to be a link in the description of this video directly to the covid19.govt.nz page, which is going to have this entire list so you can browse it for yourself. I will also have the list displaying right here on the side while I say all those words. I have to say those are going to be some of the most complex words I've ever had to pronounce on video. So without further ado, let's get started. The first vaccine on the list is the Pfizer BioNTech vaccine. The next vaccine is the AstraZeneca, the Vaxzevria, and the next one is the AstraZeneca Covishield. The number 4 is the Janssen and Johnson & Johnson vaccine. This one only a single dose is required for this vaccine. The number 5 is the Moderna vaccine. The number 6 is the Sinovac vaccine. This one will be the Coronavac and Picovac vaccine. The number 7 will be the Sinopharm Beijing vaccine. Then we have the Sinopharm Wuhan vaccine at number 8. The Takeda is coming at number 9. I feel like I'm announcing some really weird horse racing right here. Then on number 10 we have the Gamaleya Research Institute of Epidemiology and Microbiology. That's a Sputnik 5 or Sputnik V. We also have the Gamaleya Sputnik Light. This one only requires a single dose for this vaccine. The CanSino vaccine, only a single dose is required for this vaccine. The Bharat Biotech, the Zydus Cadila vaccine. This one, 3 doses are required for this vaccine. At number 15, we have the Anhui Zhifei Longcom vaccine. At number 16, we have the Beijing Minai Biotech Co. 17, we have the Shifa Farmed Industrial Co. Number 18, we have the Federal Budgetary Research of Institute State Research Center of Virology and Biotech Vector FBRI. That's the Epivac Corona, I guess. On number 19, we have the Chumakov Center, the Covivac. On number 20, we have the Kazakhstan Research Institute of Biological Safety Problems. That's the RIBSP. At number 21, we have the Medaigen Vaccines Biology Corporation, MVC. At number 22, we have the Center for Genetic Engineering and Biotech, the CIGB. Then we have the Vaccine/Sina Genco, the COVAX-19 Spicogen. Then we have the Serum Institute of India, Covovax. Then we have the Instituto Finlay de Vacunas Cuba, that's the Soberana 2. Then we have the Instituto Finlay de Vacunas Cuba, that's the Soberana Plus. This one only approved as a 3rd dose after 2 doses of the Soberana 02. Then we have the Organization of Defensive Innovation and Research, the FACHAVRAVAC. And then we have the Razi Vaccine and Serum Research Institute, the RaziCov, and this one 3 doses are required for this vaccine. So those are the 28 vaccines which are going to be allowed for travel to New Zealand. Now some people will be eligible not to be vaccinated. So the people which do not need to get vaccinated to enter New Zealand under the new border restrictions are the New Zealand citizens, people which are under 17 years old, people that cannot be vaccinated for medical reasons, and you will need electronic or paper evidence from a medical practitioner, refugees, citizens of Afghanistan that have been evacuated, and people which are arriving in New Zealand under the Recognized Seasonal Worker (RSC) scheme from Vanuatu, Samoa, Tonga, and the Solomon Islands. You do not need to apply for an exemption. And finally, foreign air crew arriving in New Zealand are not exempt from those requirements. They must carry evidence of being vaccinated on arrival for New Zealand. Alright, so that is basically everything that we know right now about which vaccines are available in New Zealand for traveling under the new border rules, which are going to be applied literally very early 2022, as spoken about at the beginning of the video. We do cover the new border announcement in a great length, covering every single stage and what are the requirements which are still going to be in place. It's still not going to be an easy and smooth entry to New Zealand, so make sure to check the video right above, it's somewhere here right above my head. There is a lot of information in there. We also have a complete travel guide available for you on nzpocketguide.com. It's all free of charge. You can check it out, and we put a lot of information in there. And if you do want some more information about traveling in New Zealand, make sure to join one of our live sessions. We sit down for about an hour every single Sunday at 8 a.m. New Zealand time, and we take all your questions about traveling in New Zealand. And finally, I wanted to wrap up this video with a bit of a warning. The situation is extremely fluid around the COVID-19, and there is a lot of things that may change quite quickly, so make sure to check out our videos regularly to see if anything has changed. And if your vaccines was not on the list that we just talked about, make sure to visit the link in the description regularly, as they are planning to update it regularly as the situation evolves and if some more vaccines are getting approved. Alright, in the meantime, make sure to hit like and subscribe. It's a great way to say thank you for all our hard work, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.